Imagine if you could go back in time and give your younger self some advice. What would you say? Well, here are the 7 things I wish I knew in my 20s that would have made a world of difference. Let's get started. What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to talk about something very important. The 7 things I wish I knew during my 20s. Whether you're just starting out in your 20s or reflecting back on them, these tips will give you some valuable insight. So grab your coffee, get comfy, and let's dive right in. First up, be yourself. I can't stress this enough. When I was in my 20s, I spent way too much time trying to fit into mold that weren't meant for me. It's a time of figuring things out, and it's easy to fall into the trap of conforming to what others expect of you, whether it's family, friends, or society at large. I remember flipping through my old journals and photos, and I noticed how often I tried to blend in to do what I thought was right or cool at that time. But the reality is, the more I try to be someone else, the more I lost touch with who I truly was. These are the things that represent who I am. My love for drawing, my collection of mugs, and even my taste in music. These are the things that makes me, me. And that's what you should be celebrating about yourself. For instance, I've always loved drawing, but for the longest time I didn't pursue it because I didn't think it was practical. Looking back, I wish I embraced my passion sooner instead of trying to mold myself into something I wasn't. Being yourself means honoring your passion and interests no matter how unconventional they might seem. Whether it's drawing, gaming, or anything else that lights you up, do it. Your 20s are a perfect time to explore and embrace what makes you unique. Next, take ownership of your life. In your 20s, it's tempting to blame circumstances or other people's for where you are. But the truth is, you have the power to shape your destiny. Own your choices, your mistakes, and your victories. When you take responsibility, you also take control. When I say take ownership, I mean realizing that you are the main character in your life story. It's easy to fall into the victim mindset thinking that life is just happening to you. But in reality, you have the power to influence your own path. Every decision you make, every action you take, is a step in a direction you choose. Think about your goals and dreams. Do you want to travel the world, start a business, learn new skills? These things will just happen to you. You have to make them happen. That means setting clear goals and making plans to achieve them. One practical way to take ownership is by setting SMART goals. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Write them down, track your progress, and hold yourself accountable. When you see your goals in black and white, they become more tangible and within your control. It's also about owning your mistakes. We all messed up, it's part of being human. But instead of blaming others or making excuses, acknowledge your errors and learn from them. When I look back, some of my biggest growth moment came from the time I fell but took responsibility for my actions. It taught me resilience and perseverance. Number 3, invest in yourself. And I don't just mean financially, although that's important too. I'm talking about investing in your skills, your health, and your well-being. Take that course you've been eyeing, join the gym, or pick up a new hobby. The best investment you'll ever make is in yourself. Let's start with skill set. In your 20s, it's the perfect time to learn and grow. The world is changing fast, and continuous learning is the key to staying relevant and achieving your goals. Whether it's taking an online course, attending a workshop, or getting a certification, these are all ways to build up your skill set and advance your career. Investing in yourself also means nurturing your creative side. Whether you're into painting, writing, music, or any other form of art, spending time on your passion is incredibly rewarding. It's not just about becoming good at something, it's about enjoying the process and expressing yourself. Your health is another critical area to invest in. In your 20s, it might seem like you can eat anything and stay up all night without consequences. But trust me, those habits catch up with you. Eating well, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep are the foundation to a happy and productive life. Think of it this way, a healthy body supports a healthy mind. Fourth on the list, learn to be happy alone. In your 20s, there's a lot of pressure to be social and constantly surrounded by people, but finding in your own company is a game changer. It's about appreciating solitude and using it to recharge and reflect. Let's face it, we're social creatures by nature, and there's nothing wrong with enjoying the companies of others. But at the same time, it's equally important to feel comfortable being by yourself. When you learn to be happy alone, you build a stronger sense of self and independence. This is a crucial skill that will serve you throughout your life. One way to start embracing solitude is through meditation or mindfulness practices. These activities help you connect with your inner thought and emotions without any external distractions. Even just a few minutes a day can make a huge difference in how you feel about being alone. Another great way to enjoy your own company is by engaging in activities that you love. Whether it's reading, painting, cooking, or even taking a walk in nature, doing things that make you happy will help you appreciate your alone time. Number 5, evaluate your relationships. Not all friendships and relationships are meant to last forever, and that's okay. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, inspire you, and support your growth. Let go of toxic relationships that drain your energy. Relationship is a huge part in our life, especially in our 20s when we're figuring out who we are, who we want to surround ourselves with. It's crucial to take a step back and evaluate the people you spend your time with. Ask yourself, do these relationships bring me joy? Do they support my goals and values? Do they make me a better person? One of the hardest lessons that I learned was that it's okay to outgrow people. Sometimes friends or partners who are perfect for one stage of our life might not be right for another. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them or with you. It's just a natural part of growth. When evaluating your relationship, consider the energy exchange. Are your interaction balanced, or do you feel drained after spending time with certain people? Healthy relationships should feel mutual, where both parties give and receive support and positivity. And with that, surround yourself with people who inspire you, who push you to do better, and who celebrate your success. These are the relationships that will help you grow and thrive. Remember, it's not about the number of friends you have, but the quality of those friendships. Number 6, everything is going to be okay. Seriously. In your 20s, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by life ups and downs. But trust me, things have a funny way of working out. Even if it feels like the sky is falling, remember, every challenge is a stepping stone to something greater. Life in your 20s can feel like a roller coaster. There are moments of pure joy and excitement, but also times of doubt and confusion. It's important to remember that these feelings are normal and part of the journey. Whenever you're facing a tough time, remind yourself that it's just part of a chapter, not the whole story. I used to keep journals of quote and affirmation that helped me stay positive. Phrases like, "This too shall pass," and "every setback is a setup for a comeback," really helped me maintain perspective during tough times. It's about finding those little reminders that help you stay grounded and hopeful. And finally, no excuses. If you want something, go for it. Don't let fear, doubt, or excuses hold you back. You have the potential to achieve great things, but you have to be willing to put in the work and take risks. Let's face it, we all have dreams and goals we want to achieve, but often the biggest obstacle are the excuses we make. Whether it's "I don't have time," "I'm not good enough," or "I'll do it later." These excuses can become a major roadblock. If you want to achieve your goal, you have to eliminate these excuses and take action. There was a time when I wanted to start my own business, but I kept putting it off. I told myself I didn't have enough experience or resources. But one day, I decided to stop making excuses and I just start. It wasn't easy and I made a lot of mistakes along the way, but taking that first step was crucial. Now I can't imagine my life any other way. Discipline is key. Whether it's waking up early to work on side project, going to the gym regularly, or sticking to a study schedule, discipline helps you push through the time when motivation is low. Remember, success doesn't come from the things you do occasionally, but from what you do consistently. So there you have it, the 7 things I wish I knew in my 20s. I hope these tips help you as much as they have helped me back then. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and push the notification bell. And leave a comment below about the one piece of advice you knew earlier. Thanks for watching, until next time, and keep living your best life.